I'm Castania here with One Avenue TV, and I am with Werewolf, Kelsey and Dylan. Thank you guys so much.
Hi, thank you for having us. Thanks for bearing the cold.
Yeah, it's a little nipply out here. It's San Francisco weather.
Well, we're Werewolf. We make pop music. We actually met at community college in this music performance class that was all about performing like blues rock covers. So very not like what we're doing right now. And like out of that, just kind of started talking about like, well, do you want to do this? And she was like, no. And I was like, thank God, let's do something else. And yeah, like 4 years later, here we are.
How did the name come to be? Where does that really stem from?
Well, he was actually a solo project before he brought me in on it, and he went under the same alias, Werewolf, but it was spelled correctly, and we just wanted to make it extra difficult for everybody. First off, it's Googleable. I don't know if that's a word, but also like the idea behind it too. When he presented it to me over a large picture of sangria, two identities coming in together as one to create one sort of uniform project. Thus the double V's or the W's, and it just makes it super hard for everybody, I think.
Yeah, we wanted to really mess with everybody as much as we could. Also, just because like it's pop music, we thought that like the imagery of the werewolf would be probably just like the strongest visual representation of what it means to have a separate public persona and private persona. And ultimately what we really want to do, yeah, exactly. Ultimately what we really want to do is like embody one thing on stage in front of people and, you know, live out our own private lives and kind of use those as fodder for what we do in public.
Being that you guys are Bay Area natives, are there any local Bay Area bands, artists that you're really vibing with?
A couple of my absolute favorite Bay Area bands are Interflirt and Ghost of Lightning. Those two definitely, like when I think Bay Area music, those were like the first bands that we were introduced to that came from our hometown, and you know, it stuck with me now. And they played our first shows with us together, and their music's incredibly important to us. And also Nervous Lovers, they're super good.
Nice.
New Spell is amazing. Agouti,
So cool.
Yeah, so all really, really great bands. We're really lucky to be in an area where there's so much music, and it's so diverse as well. It's not just one thing. You never really know what to expect to come out of Oakland. Yeah, I think that's really cool.
And so the last thing here, so bands and artists, their aspirations are always a little bit different, kind of where they're growing. So 2017, where do you guys see yourselves kind of going from there? And maybe even like, you know, 5 years down the road, like where do you see Werewolf taking off?
Well, I mean, later on in this year, we are releasing our first EP ever, Electric Blue. So I think just promoting that, hopefully touring on that by the end of the year would be really cool. Definitely within the next 5 years for sure. Hopefully playing like some big festivals. That's kind of my goal. I don't know about you.
Same exact thing. I'm a lot less tentative about it though. I'm like, we are definitely getting out on the road at the very least in the country to tour Electric Blue when it comes out, and we're really going to try and hit some foreign markets with that release too, so fingers crossed.
You heard it here first. This is Castania with One Avenue TV, and I'm here with Werewolf. Thank you guys so much. Again, really appreciate it.
Yeah,
awesome.
So much.
Thanks.
For having us.
Yeah.